My World War I project topic is the Western Front in 1918. So before anything happened, like Germany attacked or anything, this is what the Western Front looked like. So on March 21st, 1918, near the Somme River in France, the German army launched its first major offensive on the Western Front in 2 years. At the beginning of 1918, Germany's position on the battlefields of Europe looked extremely strong. German armies occupied virtually all of Belgium and much of northern France. Since Romania, Russia, and Serbia were out of the war by the end of 1917, the Central Powers were free to focus on combating the British and French in the West. So, by March 21st, 1918, Russia's exit had allowed Germany to shift no fewer than 44 divisions of men to the Western Front. German commander Erich Ludendorff saw this as a crucial opportunity to launch a new offensive. He hoped to strike a decisive blow to the Allies and convince them to negotiate for peace before fresh troops from the United States could arrive. In November, like the previous year, so like in 1917, he submitted his plan for the offensive that would become known as Kaiser's Battle. He codenamed the opening operation Michael. So morale in the German army rose in reaction to the planned offensive. Many soldiers believed that the only way to go home was to push ahead. Michael began in early morning hours of March 21st, 1918. The attack came as a relative surprise to the Allies as the Germans had moved quietly into position just days before the bombardment began. From the beginning, it was more intense than anything yet seen on the Western Front. Ludendorff had worked with experts in artillery to create an innovative lethal ground attack. It featured a quick, intense artillery bombardment followed by the use of various gases, such as tear gas, lethal, phosgene, and chlorine gases. He also coordinated with the German Air Force to maximize the force of the offensive. By the end of the first day, German troops had advanced more than 4 miles and inflicted almost 30,000 British casualties. So, over a 4-month period in 1918, the German army launched 5 major assaults at different parts of the Allied line. So, they gained all this by July 18th. But then they got pushed back to where they kind of started in September. The climatic battles of September 1918 saw the rupture in the Hindenburg Line, and on the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, the armistice went into effect. So, this is what it was the day before. I got my information from pbs.org and history.com.